It is Grant Random here at Epicenter, and I am sitting with the one, the only, Zakk Wylde of Black Label Society.
Oh my!
My God!
What's going on?
Dude, how are you?
I feel sexy, bold yet provocative, supple yet sassy.
You do look
Now,
sexy.
since you asked, that's I'm letting you know.
The big news in the Black Label Society world
They're
is,
kicking me out of the band.
Well, I know. I wanted to talk to you about that because it seemed like a kind of a controversial decision they've arrived
No,
at.
the fellow says, Zakk, we've had a band meeting. I go, what's up? I go, do you want us to all quit spending JD's per diem money on whatever we want? You know, the bill always comes back to JD. I go, no. You're fired.
You're fired.
And actually, they said either that or we're all quitting. So we just figured it would be best if we continue on.
We're going to continue.
Yeah, because of everything that's been built over the last 20 years. we feel it would be best if we just continue moving on.
So this next version of Black Label Society is going to be similar, just minus you, Zakk.
Yes, just minus me. But I do have a clause in the contract where I do get a percentage off of the touring earnings.
Okay.
So I'll be home, and I get a piece of it. So,
That's
actually,
nice.
it doesn't bother me at all.
You can hang out at home in your underwear and you're making money.
Yes.
So it's the best of both worlds.
Yes, it actually does work out. It's more time for anal bleaching and porn.
Right.
You know
And
what I mean? So
I know
I can treat my body like the wonderland that it is.
you are passionate about anal bleaching, and as most of us
and
are.
treating my body like the wonderland that it is. Very passionate.
The big news in your world is this 20th anniversary blend of Sonic Brew.
Yes, it's the 20-year anniversary that we released this. I tend to call it a masterpiece, but JD refers to it as a disaster piece. But anyways, but that doesn't stop me from looking at the bright side of things. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I go, well, at least it's something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's
It's
the way
better,
I look
better
at it.
than nothing at all.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, exactly. Like, put it this way: when I asked Barbara Ann to marry me, my wife, who was my girlfriend since 6th grade, I was the last option of all the guys that she was with.
You were like
And
Plan E?
Yes, maybe even Q.
Plan
Maybe,
Q or Z,
something near
possibly.
the end of the alphabet.
Yeah, right.
There. But the whole thing was, I just told my friends, they go, Zakk, you must feel terrible about that. I go, no, because I'm always looking at the price. At least I'm an option. Is he the last option? But yet an option.
Nonetheless.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll take it. But so you got to be in it to win it. No pun intended.
I appreciate it. How crazy is it to you when you look back 20 years since Sonic Brew?
Well, when it really dawned on me is when we got our birthday cake and it said Black Label Society, happy 20th birthday. And it said 30 more years to go to catch up to the Stones. So I said, and they're still padding those numbers up. So we've got a lot of work.
You
ahead
got
of
a
us.
lot of work
Yes,
to do, man.
We're not even halfway there yet. So we got a ways to go.
You something that's really interesting is you took a song from that album and did a new video for it, for Bored to Tears. And
Yes, because we didn't make a video the first time around. We didn't have the beer funds for that. It was either beer or a video, and that's a pretty easy option back in the day.
Of course,
Yeah,
of
it
course.
was-
There's only one right answer for that.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it's really unique because I've never seen another band do this where, you unleash a video for a song that's 20 years old, and the video is fucking crazy.
I appreciate it. Well, I told Father Justin Reich, who's the Stanley Krubeck of Black Label Society, I told him, what type of video do you want to make for this thing? I said, something tough and something bold yet provocative, supple yet sassy. But I said something in the vein of like Clint Eastwood, Dirty Harry meets Charles Bronson, Death Wish type thing.
Right.
Real badass type thing.
Right.
And then he made this video. I still don't understand. I don't know what Clint Eastwood he's talking about or what Charles Bronson.
It's Clint Eastwood and Charles
I don't
Bronson on
I
acid.
don't remember Dirty Harry or Death Wish resembling anything of this video, but
I think it's taking those things and adding psychedelics to it. That's what the result
I guess because it has nothing to do with alcohol because I don't drink anymore, so I don't remember even in the most
worst.
berserking days that we were having above the berserker radar. I don't remember any Clint Eastwood or Charles Bronson movie resembling this video.
So the bottom line is watch the video. You'll understand what we're talking about.
Yes.
It's fucking crazy.
And remember, it has nothing now. You'll know that it has nothing to do with Clint Eastwood or Charles
Right.
Bronson.
It couldn't be further from that. I got to ask you, how's the boss doing?
The boss is doing well. We just saw him in the hospital. I mean, after he was banged up again. So went in and he said, Zachy, listen to me. I said, what's up, boss? He goes, make sure they don't use Elmer's glue on me this time. Make sure it's a stronger adhesive, a stronger bonding glue, maybe crazy glue or gorilla glue. And make sure you wrap it in duct tape so this way the glue will stick this time so we can get back out and start rolling in 2020.
Right. Well, please give Ozzy our best when you talk to him. We're hoping he gets on his feet.
He's the best, man, without a doubt.
And one final thing, since it seems like you could have been on the show, are you a Game of Thrones guy? And
actually, what's crazy is like some of my friends that have never seen Star Wars before. You know, you're like, how could you have never seen Star Wars?
You're
know,
kidding.
I have some of my buddies that have never seen Star Wars, and they're not Star Trek guys either. They're just not sci-fi guys. I have never seen one episode. I have never sat through one episode of MASH.
Okay.
And I've never seen one episode of Game of Thrones.
No kidding.
No.
And it seems like you could have been on the show. You could have been on the Night's Watch, which you don't know what I'm talking about, but
or maybe they could have me, I don't know, cleaning toilets, you know.
Right. Well,
mopping up the floors on the set, you know, something like that.
You've done some acting before, so
yes, and you've seen the results and the horrendousness of that. Wait, the disaster piece of that.
I wasn't going to judge. It was something, though. It was something.
Once again,
right?
It's something. Yes.
Well, what's next for Black Label Society?
Well, aside of the anal bleaching and the shaving of the legs, I guess, you know, we do a little hot yoga before we get up there on stage. You know, you don't want to pull a fallopian tube or anything like that.
Right.
So it's always health first.
Yes.
Unless you know, back in the day when we were drinking, you know, people would go, you know, Zakk, what about your health? You know, I mean, it's just like, so and I was like, they're right. So, you know, that's the reason when the booze ended. But I just shifted it over. They're like, do you replace it with anything? You know, whether it's fitness or baking cookies or anything like that. And I have replaced it with lots of glue and paint chips. And like I said, the results are astoundingly the same. I wake up with my pants around my ankles, and all the fellas tell me, Zakk, you were hilarious last night. I don't remember any of it, but they assure me it was a good time.
It's glue and paint chips. I like it.
Yes.
I'm going to try that
and it's
later.
less filling. It doesn't damage all your hard gains on your thigh gap power that you've been working on, because it's always August and it's always bikini season in Black Label.
Zakk Wylde, thank you so much for stopping by to
Thanks
talk
for
to us
having
here
me
at
on, my
Octane.
brother.